Good evening, all. Apologize for our delay. We were at the previous meeting. Welcome to the School District of the City of Dearborn. Today is Monday, June 23rd, 2025. Regular meeting, 7:36. Call to order.
A roll call. Trustee Aljahmi.
Here.
Trustee Barry.
Here.
Trustee D'Ambrosio.
Here.
Trustee Petlichkov.
Here.
Vice Chair Watts.
Here.
Trustee Zahar here. Trustee Mozip absent.
Next item, please.
Next item is the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, you're doing it.
You guys can all join me. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yay. Thank you. Next item, please.
Next item is the Superintendent's update.
Good evening, everyone. Unfortunately, I have to start with sad news. We had a student who passed away, and to recognize and just send our thoughts and prayers to the family and his loved ones, I'd like us to honor a moment of silence at this time. Thank you. And I will continue to move along. Okay. So we're going to start with our retirements. We have Dana Addis with 25 years of service, Gretchen Bajorek with over 29 years of service, Samira Berry, over 18 years, Donna Brefield, over 17 years, Ruth Corriveau, over 22 years, Louise Hickson, 35 years, and Angela Hughes, over 21 years, Mike Iavesel, over 26 years, Susan Kushner, 25 years, Nancy Meisner, over 27 years, Anita Pelker, over 19 years, Christine Rossberry, 34 years, Marcia Sand, over 9 years, Kimberly Shoanet, over 4 years of service, Julie Wilson, over 28 years of service, and Patricia Zander, over 27 years of service. I want to congratulate and thank them for their many years of service in the district. That's a lot of years. Let's show our appreciation. Okay, so I'm going to move along. We have Exchange Club Academic Excellence Awards, and I think we have some people here. President Click is here, it looks like. Good. How are you doing?
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jeff Click. I'm the current president of the Exchange Club of Dearborn, and I also work at Hempford College. I've been there since 1999, so it's great to see everybody. First, I would like to thank the board, the school district administration, for permitting us, the Exchange Club, to present its Academic Excellence Awards at tonight's meeting for the 2025 valedictorians of Dearborn's 3 comprehensive high schools, plus the early college. So, we'd also like to thank the high school principals and those that are in attendance tonight. Executive Director Adam Martin, I just spoke to him a few minutes ago, for helping in administrating this award, and it is greatly appreciated. You may not be aware, but the Exchange Club has been in Dearborn and actively a part of this community for 100 years. We just celebrated our 100th anniversary. And throughout these years, the men and women of Exchange have worked tirelessly to raise money for many local projects and programs. Many of these are aimed at educating and bringing up and developing tomorrow's leaders, all right? So this evening, we present the Exchange Club of Dearborn Academic Excellence Award. The 2025 valedictorians, named by their high schools, will be given a one-time $1,500 cash gift to be used for their education or any other worthy purpose. In one case, we had a tie, so we're going to split it. They'll get $750 each. The aim of the Academic Excellence Program is to encourage and reward high scholastic achievement and assist with recipients with the cost of furthering their education. And it is now my honor to present the checks to our valedictorians. All right, if the students would like to come up. Anyone in the county? Come on, guys. All right. Dearborn High, Adam? All right, buddy. All right, stick around. I got a couple things. All right. All right. Edsel Ford. She is out of the country, but her father was here earlier, and we did present the gift. Hanan Abukar, but we did give the check. And then we had a tie. We had a split for for Fortson High School. Hassan, is it Idris? Idris. Idris, okay. Hassan, all right. Dun-dun-dun-dun. There you go. And also, hang on a second. Riwa? Yeah. Riwa Harp. Yeah. I get it right? All right, perfect. All right. And then is there an Ollie Berry?
Yeah.
Ollie? Oh, yeah.
One of many.
All right, well,
Yeah.
okay.
There's a berry.
All right, now, congratulations. There is one other thing. All right, there is one catch, however. We would like to invite you, the Exchange Club, to come sometime in the fall and bring yourself. We'll reach out to you. We'd like to have you and then perhaps one of the people from your former high schools to come and let us know how school's going and what you're doing. And in any case, congratulations. It's well deserved. All right. All right, and I would just like to thank you again, and congratulations.
Yeah. We'll take a picture.
Thank you.
You take a picture.
Yeah, want to get a picture?
You going up there?
They don't want us.
You ever see these pictures? No. Thank you. Thank you very much for your support.
Okay, next, we also have positive. I'm going to have Mr. Martin come up for the Amicus Scholarships. As he comes up, I just want to say I'm a proud Exchange member. I know Trustee D'Ambrosio and Miss Ali Bazzi, and saw Rob Platt there too as well, so thank you. It's a great group.
Thank you, Dr. Maleko, trustees. So the Amicus Award also recognizes 3 graduating seniors with a $500 scholarship. So I'm going to go ahead and read their names, say a little bit about them, get them up here, and then you guys will get another photo opportunity if you want. My hope is that they're here. First one from Dearborn High, Muhammad Alawan. Muhammad here. So Muhammad had a GPA of 3.74, is hoping to have a career in engineering, always very ambitious, goal-oriented, and unafraid to ask questions, and very dedicated to helping his family. So congratulations, Muhammad. From Edsel Ford, Asia Tello. Asia? Asia has an overall GPA of 3.99. This year took 3 AP classes, 2 hours of co-op, also has 260 hours of community service, will be attending the University of Michigan Dearborn, majoring in computer science, comes from a large family as well, and helps her family all the time. So congratulations. And then from Fortson, Noor El-Yassari. Nora is another high-achieving student, a 4.25 GPA, ranking 32nd in her class at Fortson. She's completed challenging course load, including multiple AP and dual enrollment classes, actively involved in extracurricular activities, is planning on attending the University of Michigan Ann Arbor to pursue pre-medicine and pre-law, and remains committed to her goals and is determined to make a meaningful impact through her education and future career. Amicus is very grateful to be able to support you guys. I do not have the $500 checks here tonight, but I will make sure to get them to you, or she will. So congratulations, guys. I promise you, you'll get your money.
Together so I don't show, please.
Okay, I'll keep moving the list. I'm also a proud member of the Amicus Club as well, so appreciate their support. District membership, MHSAA, we have to pass that every year, and it's on the agenda. I also just want to mention last week we had the national holiday Juneteenth. I did send out a message out on social media. Just want to recognize the contributions of Black Americans and celebrate the end of slavery many years ago. So I know there were celebrations last week. Next, I also want to say I'm very proud of we have, again, one of the larger summer programs in the state, 4,000 students. Miss Ali Bazzi has been taking the lead and doing an outstanding job working with all the other executives and principals. The huge operation. We're happy that we got the Balmer grant, and Steve Ballmer's group and the work they're doing. And I know it's hot, but we have everybody in air conditioning, so they're doing a great job, and happy to provide that program to all our students here in the district. Another note is just that, we had a lot of celebrations over the course of the end of May and June. I want to congratulate all of our graduates. It is on the agenda for approval tonight. So I want to congratulate everybody and all the accomplishments. It was great going to not only graduation ceremonies, promotion ceremonies, fun things, dunk tanks, all sorts of things. I've seen board members all over at these events, and it's a lot, but it's a lot of positive as we celebrate our students, and we thank our staff, our great staff, and the parents and community who supported our students to make sure they were successful. Next I have is just we continue to work on a potential bond. We're still working with Quinn Evans and Gil Bain. I know that the board individual members had meetings with them. We've met with them. We now have Byron and Fisk, who is out starting stakeholder meetings. They're going to be starting one-on-one meetings, surveys, and other focus groups, eventually community forums at some point. So obviously, the soonest we could look at a potential bond if we got the plan together, and that's what we're working towards, would be a 2026 at this point. So we continue to move forward with that. The other thing I just wanted to mention, we still can see changes in, we're still not 100% on state and federal funding. I did have some good news last week that Title I, it looks like won't be touched for a while, but you just never know sometimes what's going on at the national level. We're still hearing about Title II, III, and IV going, but that would be for next school year potentially is what we're hearing. Again, we don't know for 100% because a lot of things are changing. At the state level, the state budget is very important to us. And what I would say is I was in meetings last week that right now there's uncertainty because it doesn't look like we're going to get a budget at any time soon. All the association and organizations, in fact, I sent out an email to the whole district that they were saying, look, we need a budget, and I know the board is aware of this by law, which you're approving tonight. We have to approve a budget June 30th, but we're not sure what it is because it hasn't yet been approved by the state, and things are going on between the House and the Senate and the governor's office. So the association organizations, all of them, just mentioned the superintendents, the school board association, others, they put out a joint and many others letters saying, look, we need to get this budget done because we need to know the numbers so we can implement it for the students. I know our local legislators are also very supportive. I've reached out to each of them, Centena, Farhat, and Representative Burns, and Whitsett's office, and also, although he's not in our area, Senator Camilleri as well. So we'll see what happens, but there's still uncertainty occurring. And that's all I have for today.
Any questions? Trustee Barry.
I don't have a question, but I want to recognize and congratulate, she's in the House, our soon-to-be interim president of Henry Ford College, Dr. Congo. Welcome to join us. She doesn't take the role until July 1st, but we can tell she's ready to go. That's all I got.
Thank you. Any other comments, questions? Okay, next item, please.
Next item is under recognition and acknowledgements. The first item is commendations.
That's me. All right. Good evening, Board, Superintendent, Ms. Harris. Thank you all. So we've got some commendations here today. First off, we'll start off with the district commendation. Commendations to the district staff who were recognized on May 15th by the American Association of Yemeni Students and Professionals. Those honored included Teacher of the Year, Heather Bauman, Janet Smith, and Genevieve Sullivan from Etzel Ford High School, Mohammed Sabra from Fortson High School, Nicole Rodriguez from Stout Middle School, and AAYSP Administrator of the Year included Dr. Keith Morris from Fortson High School. Commendations to the students, staff, and families of our virtual K-12 community for their dedication to staying engaged beyond the virtual classroom walls. Through their unwavering commitment and extraordinary efforts, the virtual students, along with their teachers and principals, have gone above and beyond to create an enriching and an inspiring school experience. Special thanks to Ms. Peterson for her leadership and support in helping establish the virtual program, and then her continued efforts to help it grow and help it, the current administration as they move forward with this exceptional school. So commendations to Dearborn Public Schools bus drivers and assistants who participated in the annual Wayne County RISA Bus Rodeo competition in May. The Dearborn team took, you don't have to wear cowboy hats when you go to the bus rodeo. I've been there. It's a great competition. It's tons of fun. It's amazing what these people do with these buses. If anyone's ever had trouble with parallel parking, they're like Ford Pinto. You wouldn't want to do what these guys and girls do. They take these buses and put them through the paces, and it's incredible. It's no wonder we have such an outstanding transportation department. And how safe our bus drivers are, because you see them perform in this event, and it's just outstanding. So anyway, sorry, bird walk there a little. The Dearborn team took third place overall, and we want to thank the 13 other staff members who volunteered their time to be judges at the event. Drivers that finished in the top 20 include Andre Price, 8th place, Nasser Berry, 10th place, Chris Crow, 12th place, Lee Perry, 14th, Antonio Hernandez, 15th, Antoine Evans, 18th, and Fabian Kangwarni, who finished in 19th place. All right, commendations to our own Courtney Pletzky, who has earned her Human Resource Specialist certification through the Michigan Schools Business Officials Voluntary Certification Program. Ms. Pletzky is the Director of Human Resources for instructional staff. Some high school commendations. Commendations to the Etzel Ford High School students who completed this spring at German Day at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Etzel students won a school record 15 awards in the categories of music performance, video game design, spelling bee, poetry, extemporaneous reading, skits, conversation, news, broadcast, German outreach, podcasts, and my favorite, karaoke videos. That had to be fun to watch, right? That had to be fun. I'm sorry we missed out on it. Maybe we can invite them here to the next board meeting. They could do some karaoke videos in German for us. So, all right, commendations to the 7 Etzel Ford High School students inducted into the International Thespian Society, which is a internationally recognized honor society for dramatics in secondary schools. Those inducted include Matthew Brown, Jackson Shockey, Drake Moritz, Rex Kenklertz, and Stephen Durant, Riley Warren, and Alice Ferguson. Commendations to the Dearborn High and Etzel Ford High students recognized at the Dearborn Area Theater Association's 39th Annual Awards Night in May. DHS theater students capped off a great season by bringing home 23 awards based on the school's performances of Epic Proportions, the student-directed Scenes 31, and the spring musical Disney's Newsies. Etzel Ford students won 2 awards for their production of Shakespeare's Macbeth. And commendations to Fortson High School's wood technology construction instructor Jamie Knack and welding and home technology construction teacher Eric Miller, who, along with several more Fortson students, worked with the Dearborn Rotary Club to build a lending library for the community. And those are our commendations for this month. Thank you.
Next item is aspiring administrators recognition. Also, I want to go to the bus rodeo next year if anyone wants to go with me. I'd like to go.
It does
Mary,
sound like fun.
you in?
I'll go,
Okay, good.
but I'm not going to be a passenger.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to ask the teachers who completed this cohort of aspiring administrators to come forward to be recognized. We have our 6 of... Thank you. So the Aspiring Administrators Program is one of the ways the teachers build, the district builds capacity and provides the teachers with opportunities to grow leadership roles, their leadership role within the building and also at the district level. What we do is we hold monthly sessions with the teachers who aspire to become administrators in the future. We kind of show them what does it look like to be an assistant principal, a director within the different departments or any leadership position in the district. This has been in practice for at least 15 years in the district. And every year we get from 20 to 30 participants. Teachers apply for this. And we invite district directors, principal panel, assistant principal panel. We invite also from the special ed department, the EL department, and also school improvement, financing, any area that requires leadership in the building. This great team is exposed to it. They ask their questions, and we hold interactive sessions for them. They complete their certificate requirements by also shadowing a principal or assistant principal and also creating a capstone project. This project has to extend beyond their classroom where they create it themselves, and then it would be impacting other teachers at the grade level or the entire school community. The topics for their presentations are any year that we hold the program, it's exceptional. They select topics such as staff well-being, students SEL strategies, data analysis, WIDA reports. So whatever it is that they choose to present their capstone on and implement it in their building, it has to be beyond their classroom. So I want to applaud them and thank them for taking time out of their busy schedules to seek leadership opportunities. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you for the opportunity.
What are their names?
Thank you for the opportunity. It's just phenomenal. So we thank her for everything she's done for us. She's going to say something.
I guess I'll take on the lead. I just want to say it was a great experience. Overall, it was great. Fami, we can't thank you enough for this experience. The people that came out, took time, out of their busy day to talk to us about administration, to explain the different roles they have in the district and how that's going to help us when we decide to be an admin. So it was a great experience, and I totally recommend any teacher that's interested in becoming an admin or just to learn about what the administration role is all about. So thank you, Fami, and thank you, board.
I want to extend this to all the coordinators and directors who made this program successful and presenting to this wonderful group. And now we typically have a picture, right? You ask for a picture. We'll take a photo. Thank you.
You gotta leave.
It's too many up there. I'll be in the way. There's so many. We'd have to have a panorama view.
Next item is employee recognition.
So each month, we usually recognize an administrator, a non-instructional staff member, and also a teacher. This month, because it was only 6 days in June, we did not honor or recognize any of those categories, but we do have a really special presentation for today. Tonight, we'd like to recognize our superintendent, Dr. Maleko, who was recently honored by the Michigan Association of Superintendents and Administrators, MESA, for his work as a member of Board of the Directors and as past president. We all know that Dr. Maleko is always advocating for our students in Dearborn, but his work with MESA has provided him with an even bigger platform to be a champion for students across the state. As a president of MESA, Dr. Maleko was able to talk directly with state and federal lawmakers as well as other policymakers to share the good news about our district and explain the challenges and needs facing public education. In recognition for his years of leadership and service to MESA, Dr. Maleko was presented with this framed tribute and, of course, a hockey stick autographed by Detroit Red Wings legend and NHL Hall of Famer Ted Lindsay. For anyone that knows Dr. Maleko, they know he plays hockey, he loves hockey, he lives for hockey in his free time. The framed tribute here reads as follows. This commemorative hockey stick, autographed by Detroit Red Wings legend and NHL Hall of Famer Ted Lindsay, is presented in recognition of your outstanding leadership and service. Lindsay, a cornerstone of the Red Wings' famed production line, was known not only for his grit, passion, and skill on the ice, but also for his tenacity, integrity, and leadership off it, helping to form the NHL Players Association and forever changing the game for those who came after him. This is more than a piece of memorabilia. It represents a legacy of courage, conviction, and deep commitment to doing what's right, even in the face of adversity, qualities you've consistently embodied, both in your district and throughout your service with MESA, to MESA. We are grateful for your time, your leadership, and the difference you've made for MESA and the future of public education in Michigan. Please, everyone, join me in congratulating Dr. Maleko for his service to MESA, continued dedication to public education, and most importantly, his leadership, dedication, and passion for the students in the Dearborn Public Schools.
Do you want a picture?
Do you know where Ted Lindsay is? Who, Adam?
No idea.
Oh, goodness.
I didn't grow up.
Anyway, I just want to, this is a teamwork, it's the team, it's not just me, and I appreciate the board allowing me to serve the last 6 years on the state superintendent board, and I think it served us well. I know President Mosip said too, he saw we could advocate, we're in Lansing, we can directly advocate for Dearborn students along with all Michigan students. I think I mentioned earlier on the budget, we take our time to get with legislatures and to make sure we're doing what's right by students and our staff and everybody together. So I was very honored. They knew, I had no idea. They gave me the honor with the hockey stick. It's going to hang in my office. It also has Gordie Howe's autograph on it too, by the way. So there's two.
I don't know that.
You know, yeah, the Gordie Howe Bridge is coming. But anyway, thank you. It's a team effort, and it's the board as well. I want to thank the board for their support that allowed me. And now I think the board has allowed me to be on the ASA National Board representing Michigan, 3 other superintendents from Michigan. So and right now we have a lot going on at the national level. So I just want to assure everyone, this is not about me, this is about our team working together. I'm humbled and I'm honored, and I will continue to strive for the best for our students, both at the federal and state level. So thank you.
Next item.
Next item is acknowledgement of donations.
Good evening, Vice President Watts and Dr. Maleko and trustees. We have 19 donations for today. First donation is for $151, has been offered to Salina Intermediate by the Dearborn Education Foundation to be used for School of Rock, which is regarding theology. Donation of $135.99 has been offered to Salina Intermediate School by the Dearborn Education Foundation to be used for the Big Beach, Little Beach Tower building game. Number 3, a donation of $75.20 has been offered to Michael Berry Career Center by the Dearborn Education Foundation and crowdfunding to be used for the BPA competition. A donation of $47.69 has been offered to Howard Elementary School by the Dearborn Education Foundation to be used for whiteboards. Donation of $350 has been offered to Howard Elementary School by the Dearborn Education Foundation to be used for headphones. Number 6, a donation of $400 has been offered to Dearborn High School by the Dearborn Education Foundation to be used for a woodshed. Number 7, a donation of $500 has been offered to Lindbergh Elementary School by the Dearborn Education Foundation to be used for technology and physical education. Item number 8, a donation of $1,500 has been offered to Howard Elementary School by the Dearborn Education Foundation to be used for flat drawers to hold artwork. A donation of $1,062.20 has been offered at Ford High School by the Dearborn Education Foundation and crowdfunding to be used for prom. A donation of $1,000 has been offered to Dearborn High School by the Dearborn Education Foundation and restricted funds to be used for robotics. Number 11, a donation of a studio grand piano has been offered to Edsel Ford High School by Maria Isaac Madison to be used by music students. Donation of a banjo, ukulele, and instructional booklet has been offered to Dearborn Public Schools by Dr. Jill Chokol to be used by the music department. Number 13, a donation of $3,300 has been offered to Dearborn High School by Dr. Tom Mohammed to be used for Teacher Appreciation Week. Number 14, a donation of $175 has been offered to Dearborn High School by Flowers by Renee to be used for Teacher Appreciation Week. Number 15, a donation of $300 has been offered to Dearborn High School by Bakri Coffee Roasters to be used for Teacher Appreciation Week. Number 16, a donation of $400 has been offered to Dearborn High School by Bora Bora Smoothie Cafe to be used for the Teacher Appreciation Week. I missed that one. Should have been at Dearborn High. Number 17, a donation of 100 copies of Eyewitness Journey, My Story of Migration, has been offered to Salina Intermediate School by Amanda Ewell to be used in the classroom. Number 18, a donation of $218 has been offered to Salina Intermediate School by Obad Mari from CRSD to be used for PBIS student incentives and awards. And number 19, a donation of $2,000 has been offered to Salina Intermediate School by Chad Mari, CRSD, to be used for PBIS student incentives and awards. Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Next item is approval of minutes. I'm looking for approval of minutes of the following Dearborn Board of Education meeting. Study session, May 5th, 2025, Board Report 24-151. And the regular P-12 meeting, May 12th, 2025, Board Report 24-152. I'm looking for an action to make any necessary corrections and move approval of these minutes.
Support.
Moved by Trustee D'Ambrosio, supported by Trustee Petrikov. Any questions, corrections? Not hearing any. Attaching unanimous roll call. Next item, please.
Union leadership commentary. This section of the Board of Education meeting is being added to further enhance the already strong commitment and longtime partnership between district administration and all bargaining units. Both instructional and non-instructional union members serve on a wide variety of standing and ad hoc committees that drive the work and decision-making in the Dearborn Public Schools. In addition, administration meets monthly with the leadership team of all unions, as well as a group meeting with union presidents. These meetings are not required, but are an extension of the collaborative partnership that has long existed in the Dearborn Public Schools. This section will further enhance the commitment to valuing all suggestion, views, and opinions brought forth by all staff members in the district. So seems like we have nobody from the Association of Dearborn School Administrators, nobody from the Dearborn Federation of School Employees, and we'll move on to the Dearborn Federation of Teachers and a year-end wrap-up from Ms. Kathi Martin.
Good evening. I hope everyone's summer is off to a good start. I just wanted to come and talk about this year. I feel like there were a lot of great takeaways from this school year. We were able to get a lot accomplished working with administration. Dr. Maleko, you've had an open door. It was really easy to reach out to you and communicate and resolve a lot of issues, so we really appreciate that. We were able to finally get our teacher advisory group together and did have a meeting before the end of the year. And I've communicated with Dr. Sweden, and we have plans for next year and how to get the year started with it. Teachers are feeling very hopeful that their voices are being heard. Not only have we successfully collaborated with Dr. Maleko, but the executive directors have been great about reaching out, talking about pilots, talking about preventing issues before they arise instead of putting out fires. I feel like that's been really motivating to a lot of people, because one of the big things that we've felt for a long time was we weren't being heard. And this year, a lot of things happened where our voices were truly heard. And that makes a big difference. It's easier to come to work. It's easier to feel hopeful when you know that if you say something, something might happen, might improve. I have notes, but I didn't put a whole lot of thought into today, to be honest with you. I'm trying to enjoy my summer. But I really do appreciate the work that we've managed to do together, and I look forward to another year of successes.
It'll come faster than you think, Kathy.
Oh, I know.
Dr. Maleko?
Yeah, and I want to equally just reiterate to what you said. On our end, we're very appreciative, Kathy, of you and the team. And I think we had a very good, our last meeting, we collaborated on some stuff for next year, and we're working together. And it pleases me to hear that, because we're all about working together for the benefit of staff and students, of course, and the school community. So thank you for reaching out. And I'm glad that we have that, where we can just call each other, and you can call the executive directors, and we can work through things. And when there's disagreements, it's very respectful, and I appreciate that from your board, who also comes sometimes to the meeting. So thank you for your leadership as well and willingness to work together. And I know I am excited for the Teacher Advisory Committee. I think it's going to be a great thing, and Dr. Swanden is the best too, so working together with her. So thank you for that idea. Really, it came from you. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
Trustee Zahar?
Yeah, I just want to take this as an opportunity to thank you for your vigorous and ethical representation of the teachers, who are our, first line in the schools every day, and just being their voice. I mean, I think they're lucky to have you, and I think all of us are lucky that you are representing them in such a admirable way. So thank you.
Thank you.
Trustee Aljami?
I'm going to take advantage of Kathy being up here to ask a question of Glenn and of Kathy as well. There's rumors of teacher layoffs, and I think it's exaggerated, but I want to make sure that we dispel those rumors of any teacher layoffs going on based on budget cuts. If we could address that from both sides, is there any cuts going on besides the obvious ones? Is there an expected layoff of teachers?
So we do have two today, but it really has a lot more, and I don't want to get into the detail, kind of certification and some nuances.
Which those are okay. I'm not worried about those.
We're not,
but-
I mean, right now, we're still waiting on the state budget. I don't anticipate any other layoffs because we have a balanced budget, but we do plan for multiple scenarios. And I think even if the budget from the state didn't come out to the best or to the most likely, because of the planning that we do with Mr. Wall, I think we have a plan. And what we've been able to do is, you heard the retirements and things, right? So what can happen is any reductions you have to make, you can do it through attrition. And I think that's what we've done thus far across all groups. So we've tried to do it to protect people for the sake of the students. Again, we can't say for 100% there's guarantees. I mean, like I had said in the budget with the Title 1, 2, 3, things keep changing. If something were to change in Lansing or if reports were different, we have to base it on that state budget that we get in the federal. And so we'd have to adapt. But what we're hearing right now, we don't anticipate anything. But I can't say for 100% if things change, you know, because they seem to be these days, especially at the federal level. But right now, we have a good plan, and, you know, we always will sit down with the union and make sure we're fair to our employees. But we haven't had, to be honest, since the last time I can remember was maybe 2014, where we had some layoffs, and right now we have just the minimal couple because of certifications.
And just to add to that, I didn't expect any layoffs based on what I hear from Glenn in the briefs, but the rumor is out there that there is layoffs coming on and that the district's laying off. And I just want to dispel those rumors, especially with Kathi being up here and you know, the right group of people. So I appreciate you sharing. And I understand that things could change in the future based on future budgets, but I'm just talking about at this moment, there's only attrition and there's a few, but it has nothing to do with laying off people because of budget.
And I would just say too, and I know you want to, is just, here's the important people out there in the audience and at home. That's why you need to talk to your legislatures. Right now, the House budget and version is not good for school districts. Now, I'm not saying there's going to be layoffs coming from it. It's a negotiation. But that's where everybody, and I know Kathi and the unions get involved, they advocate, but that's where we need to speak out because those that control the budget for us are in Lansing and in Washington. And so it's very important that everyone reaches out if it's something that's important. We know our students, our staff. And so that's why I just said too, and I was humbled and surprised by the talk for Mesa, but that's why it's so important for us to be doing those things, to always be in Lansing, to be with our legislature, to have the people here in Dearborn advocating, including board members and everyone else. I know when things come up, President Mosip and I talked about it too, and he said he makes calls. So I'm hoping everybody in here who, you know, is proud of Dearborn schools and wants to continue the great things that we advocate. And one of the things is we do need, right now the Senate budget is a lot more favorable than the House. The House has a lot of concerns, and there's even question as to whether some of the provisions are unconstitutional. So we'll see what happens. But that is very important, and that would be the factor that would change things if it didn't come the way we were hoping.
And I'd like to say we are very aware of what's happening at the state and federal level. And on May 1st, which is May Day and International Union Day, we opened up our DFT office and people came in and we did letter writing campaigns because we understand that legislatures, a handwritten letter means a lot more than just a stock email. So we sent out a whole bunch of letters. And I'm going up to Lansing. I know that AFT Michigan, so we're working hard. But yeah, I'm honestly, with regards to layoffs, I only know what comes from the district, really. Yeah. I was surprised by the two that did happen, but I'm hoping there are no more.
Trustee Petrikov?
I'm the only one on the board who was here in 2008 when we had a huge budget deficit. And this is why I'm saying this, because I believe, and back then the layoffs were in the hundreds, and it was every meeting we were being faced with this challenge. And I think a lot of people, when they hear about the struggles we're having again with potential shortfalls, they go back to that time when that was our only recourse to balance our budget. I will have to say right now, when you're hearing about some other districts recently that had some huge deficits and budget shortfalls, and to balance their budget, they once again had to revisit that, and they were some very surprising districts that you wouldn't have thought were going to have these challenges. That may be what is, again, percolating up in this community as well, because they see that happening. And I have to give kudos to Dr. Maleko and especially Mr. Wall and the whole team about, we recognize what happened once, and we're working our hardest to never have to revisit that time and place, and we're doing our best to make sure that we have a strong budget and a secure budget to the best of our ability. We do not control what's going to come out from the state and federal government, unfortunately, but we've done everything in our power to protect this school community in every fashion. And it is a really difficult place to be in, and that's why I think people get nervous when they hear things going on around them and remember things that have happened in the past. But we're not at that point now, and I would hope that we can reassure everyone to, at this point in time, look forward to the fall, and that we're going to be moving forward with all the wonderful programs that we have that support all of our students.
I will say, though, historically, this is where I'm the optimist. Historically, even layoffs, most people have been called back.
Yes,
and so
laid
even
off
when
and we
there's
brought
hundreds, so that's
Right.
what I keep telling people. But they're also seeing what's happening at the federal and state level, the federal layoffs, and that people can't help but get a little concerned.
Dr. Maliko.
Just to follow up too, and I appreciate you mentioning that, because I do remember I came into HR in 2011. I remember the time in 09 where we had mid-year layoffs and cuts, and there was. Every year when I was HR, until I left that off position, there were layoffs. But again, we did call back, and we developed a system to deal with it. I also just want to mention that I'm chairing, and I mentioned it before to the board, but we formed an ELL advocacy committee across the state with superintendents and other educators, and the Michigan Association of Bilingual Education wrote letters to all the legislatures. We helped, we got some financial support through lobbyists and whatnot, and all of them received cards, advocating for kids from English language learners. It's very important with Title III being potentially cut by the feds, which is for ELL, English language learners. But the Senate budget has an increase in the English language learners. So we do think, and we thank Senator Centeno and Camilleri for advocating. The other positive that I'm hearing on the budget is that there may be hope for those 380 kids that we talked about, that they were going to pass and give us the funding because they came after count. There's a chance that us and other districts may get that funding. It's in the Senate budget. It's not in the House budget. So if the Senate budget were to come to fruition, that would help us out tremendously, and then that would definitely eliminate any need for programs. I also just want to mention, to your point, it was brought up last week at my Michigan Alliance for Education Opportunity Forum in Middle Cities, and they were talking exactly about CFOs and how districts have gotten into trouble, and we've seen different superintendents and whatnot, which is why they're trying to provide support, and they're trying to provide training on a state level. We're thankful we do have a great CFO here, Tom, leading, working with all of us. And I also appreciate that we can bring Tom into the union meetings, right, Kathi? And he'll come and we're just transparent about it. These are the facts, that's it. And we work together and try to collaborate. So appreciate all the unions. But those are some factors, and these are things that are happening all the time to make sure that we protect our students. So thank you for bringing it up. And Trustee O'Donnell.
Thank you.
Thank you.